The Adventures of Abby Alligator. Abby Alligator is ready to work. What will Abby do? Abby wants to be an acrobat, but she's afraid of falling. Abby wants to be an artist, but she can only paint apples. Abby wants to be an animal doctor, but she's allergic to farts. Achoo! Abby wants to be an astronaut like Mr. Armstrong, but she meets an angry alien. Abby, Abby wants to be an actor, but she's awful. Uh-oh. I forgot my lines again. Boo, boo. Abby can't think of any other jobs. Then, Abby has an amazing idea. I'll be an author, Abby says. Abby writes all about her adventures as an acrobat, an artist, an animal doctor, an astronaut, and an actor. Being an author is awesome! How many things can you find that begin with the letter A? A cheer. A is for alligator and acorns and trees. A is for achoo when you sneeze. A is for apples, bacon, and pie. A is for a plane up in the sky. Hooray for A, big and small. The most awesome, amazing letter of all. Bubble Bear. Bear was the best bubble blower on his block. Bear could blow great big bubbles. Bear could blow itsy bitsy bubbles. Bear could even blow a bubble beard. Bear could blow lots of bubble shapes too. Bear could blow a bubble bell, bing bong, a bubble birthday cake, a bubble bunny rabbit, and of course, a bubble bear. One day, Badger saw a bear blowing bubbles. Badger was a bully. Everyone on the block was afraid of her. Only babies blow bubbles, Badger told Bear. But Bear kept right on blowing. He blew and blew until he had blown a great big bubble beast. Ah! Yelled Badger. She ran behind a bush. Only babies are afraid of bubbles, Bear told Badger. Bear, I'm sorry I called you a baby, said Badger. Will you show me how you blow such beautiful bubbles? So, Bear showed Badger how to blow big bubbles and itsy bitsy bubbles. He showed her how to blow a bubble beard, a bubble bell, and a bubble birthday cake. He showed her how to blow a bubble bunny rabbit, a bubble bear, and a bubble badger. And Bear even showed Badger how to blow a great big bubble beast. How many things can you find that begin with the letter B? B cheer. B is for bear, bubbles, and boat. B is for buttons on your coat. B is for bicycle, bunny, and bat. B is for bee. Imagine that. Hooray for B, big and small. The most beautiful letter of all. Copycats. Pun intended. Clyde and Cleo are cats. Copycats. Pun intended. I bet you can't do what I can do, says Clyde. I can too, says Cleo. I can do a cartwheel, says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo. I can ride a camel, says Cleo. Can you? I can too, says Clyde. I can bake a coconut cake. Says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo. I can build a castle, says Cleo. Can you? I can too, says Clyde. I can grow carrots, corn, and cabbages, says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo. I can carry a cup of cocoa on my head, says Cleo. Can you? I can too, says Clyde. Look out for the car, yells Cleo. Clyde crashes into Cleo. The cups crash to the ground. Crash, bang, wallop. Clyde looks at Cleo. Cleo looks at Clyde. They're both covered in cocoa. I can stop being literal copycat, says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo. How many things can you find that begin with the letter C? C cheer. C's for cat, C's for cat. C's for carrot, crayon, and clap. C's for camel, cow, cup, and car. C's for cookies in a cookie jar. Hooray for C, big and small. The coolest, craziest, cutest letter of all. Detective Dog and the Disappearing Doughnuts. Detective Dog went to Dave's diner every day for dinner. For dessert, Detective Dog always ordered a donut. Detective Dog loved donuts. One day after dinner, Detective Dog said to Dave, "Today's my birthday. I think I'll have 2 donuts for dessert to celebrate." "Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. On the double, Detective," said Dave. "Oh dear," Dave cried. "The donuts have disappeared." "Doggone it," said Detective Dog. "I have some detecting to do." Suddenly, Detective Dog noticed something near the door. Powdered sugar! If I follow this trail of donut dust, I bet I'll find the thief, she said. Detective Dog followed the trail of donut dust downtown. She followed it past Drake's drugstore and the department store. The trail led right into Debbie's Deli. "The donut napper must be in here," said Detective Dog. Detective Dog turned the doorknob. She stepped inside the deli. It was completely dark. Suddenly, the light flashed on. "Surprise!" yelled Detective Dog's friends. "Happy birthday, Detective Dog!" "Hot diggity dog," said the detective. "It's a birthday party." Dave told Detective Dog that he only pretended the donuts had disappeared. Dave made a trail of donut dust to lead the detective to the party. Detective Dog was delighted with the party. There were dazzling decorations and dandy gifts, and best of all, there were dozens and dozens of delicious donuts. How many things can you find that begin with the letter D? D cheer. D is for dog and donut too. Donuts. D is for dolphin, the ocean blue. D is for doll, doctor, and door. D is for duck and dinosaur. Hooray for D, big and small, the most dazzling, delightful letter of all. The Enormous Elephant Show. The Enormous Elephant Show, starring Elvin. "Let me entertain you." Elvin the Elephant is waiting backstage. To start his show, just turn the page. Elvin the Elephant makes a knee out of eels. Elvin the Elephant tosses eggplants to seals. Elvin the Elephant does excellent dives. Elvin the Elephant bakes elderberry pies. Elvin the Elephant pulls an elk from a hat. Elvin the Elephant sends email to his cat. "Hi, Elroy." Elvin the Elephant bottles elk and clothes. Elvin the Elephant skates with eggs on his toes. Elvin the Elephant climbs evergreen trees. Elvin the Elephant eats a mountain of bees. Yummy, yummy. Elvin the Elephant exercises with a cow. Elvin the Elephant takes an enormous bow. Encore, 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 encore. The end. How many things can you find that begin with the letter E? E cheer. E is for elephant, E's for ear, E is for elk, a kind of deer. E is for rake, elbow and eye, E is for eagle that soars through the sky. Hooray for E, big and small, the most excellent, exciting letter of all. Fifi Ferret's flute. When Fifi Ferret was 5 years old, her father gave her a flute. "For you, Fifi. It's fantastic! Fifi Ferret loved her flute. She played it for her family, she played it in the forest, and she played it in fields of flowers. One day, Fifi was playing her flute by the river. Suddenly, the flute fell from Fifi's hands. Boing, boing, splash! My flute! The flute floated far, far away. Fifi ran after it. The flute flew past Frog, who was catching flies. Follow that flute! Yelled Fifi. The flute flew past Fawn, who was nibbling ferns. Follow that flute! Yelled Fifi and Frog. The flute flew past Fox, who was eating figs. Follow that flute! Yelled Fifi, Frog, and Fawn. The flute flew past Flamingo, who was fluffing her feathers. Follow that flute! Yelled Fifi, Frog, Fawn, and Fox. Fifi, Frog, Fawn, and Fox flew. Fox and Flamingo ran fast, but the flute ran faster. Oh no! It's flowing toward the falls! Fifi cried. Fifi feared her flute would be lost forever. All of a sudden, Fish leapt from the raw water. She grabbed the flute right before it fell down the falls. Hooray for Fish! Here's your flute, Fifi. My flute! Thank you, Fish! Fifi was so happy to have her flute back. But Fifi was even happier to have such fabulous friends. How many things can you find that begin with the letter F? F cheer. F is for ferret, F is for flute, F is for flower, feather, and fruit, F is for frog, friend, and french fries, F is for fox and fireflies. Hooray for F, big and small, the most fantastic, fabulous letter of all.